Hey guys, welcome back to the Lair. Today we'll be discussing the sinking ship that is Wizards of the Coast. Over the last few months, Wizards of the Coast has been involved in a couple of scandals. The previous one was with their Magic the Gathering community, which they undermined by selling fraudulent cards to mark their 30th anniversary. These cards were also very expensive, retailing at $999, making them more of a collector's edition item than something that the typical lover of the hobby could get their hands on. Accessibility is something that I think more companies should consider when trying to monetize and promote their products. More recently, over the last month, however, there's been a lot of coverage on the topic of the new version of the OGL, the Open Game License, which is the copyright license that allows people to create homebrew books and content without paying royalties or having to deal with any red tape. The new version, referred to as the Ogl 1.1, is a far more intrusive and destructive version of this original license. The long story short is that Wizards of the Coast wants to change how their creators interact with the product and the IP. They want them to pay royalties as high as 25% of their total earnings if they are a highly successful third-party company. They also want to claim any and all rights over content that is produced, which will allow them to steal and republish works if they want to. This will also allow them to remove content from being used for Dungeons & Dragons if they believe it should be removed, on threat of being sued, of course. I think some people really misunderstand what's going on here, but you don't need to be a rocket scientist to understand that paying royalties, reporting your earnings to Wizards, and having no financial security is a bad thing. For Wizards to go from being a supportive conglomerate to an evil dictatorship in 1 month is probably what has overwhelmed people so much and caused the havoc in the D&D community that it has. I mean, even a lot of the larger commentary channels out there outside of the hobby have been covering this. This is pretty big, pretty serious too. There has been so much pushback from the community, so much, that I don't personally believe Wizards of the Coast nor Hasbro has the balls to go through with this document. But I believe no matter what they decide to do, they've lost a lot of respect from the community and potentially further revenue from people who'd be producing content with them. For those of you who don't play D&D, I bet you're laughing right now. But Kobold Press, who are famous within the D&D third-party community for creating some of the best books to improve your games, have been so stricken with grief by all of this that they decided to announce a new project called Blackflag, which is going to be a new game system to compete with Dungeons & Dragons. We don't know much about this new system yet, but if it's made by Kobold Press, it's going to be really good. I just find it funny that to see all these different companies out there who are so out of touch with their fan base. And I've been talking about stuff like this for years. It's almost like people at the top don't actually engage with their product. They have no passion nor no love for this hobby, and their only goal is really profit. I'm still just in a degree of shock over all of this, and that they would be so horrendously thoughtless with their own community and creators. I'm not sure if I'll cover this topic again, as I feel like my channel should focus more on providing you guys with the valuable ideas to improve your games. But if anything big does come up, maybe I'll be your guy in the future. What do you guys think about everything that's happened? Did you like the video? Let me know in the comments below. If you haven't already joined the Lair, make sure you do so, as I'm a small growing channel that specialises in D&D homebrew content. I'll see you guys next time on Loki's Lair. Until then.